The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Coleman. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson.
And this one complete to Gafford.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. 20! That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Wilson. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tevin Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake. Wheatley. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulder.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league. And you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Eckler. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Gain on the play.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now it's Penny, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Room here to run. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 67 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taysom Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Number 26.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Run it. Safety's creeping. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Like 50. It's going to be a long...
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there for the Bengals. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Wheatley. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Wilson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 21. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up third down.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
This is Coleman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Coleman. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 9-yard touchdown run. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Bengals.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
From the gun, Wheatley going up top for Kupp. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
On 1st and 10, Wheatley. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Jared Cook, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A final shot before break. Wheatley, and now another one thrown incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They started on the ground with Eckler. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they get it.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Matt Ioannidis. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
In punt formation.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
33-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. Here's Wilson to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Brought down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
It's Eckler again. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school that one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now Eckler. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wheatley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Hey. 4 down.
They go play action with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play.
A gain of 36 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. To throw on 2nd down. Wheatley, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary has really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, he's got a man complete. The 20.
You know they
10,
pay me extra for this.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Rico Gafford, 79 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Looking to throw. Wheatley on the screen. This is Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And down to the 15. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. All they needed was a yard there for the 4th down conversion, but they got to that second level, got a whole lot more than that.
And how many times have we seen this on 4th down? Defense stacks up near the line of scrimmage. If you pop there, you can go a long way, and that's exactly what we just saw.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Throwing again. Wheatley. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up first and goal. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taysom Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And some room to work. Past the 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards.
Cincinnati Bengals. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Coleman now. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Bengals 35. Vikings.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Wheatley. Campbell making the catch. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what?
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Rico Gafford with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that...
And the pressure gets to him again.
Gets sacked. A loss of 6 yards. It's 3rd down. Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And